Welcome to Caseback Watches. My name is Tim and now I need some help. What on earth is this? Topics for this video are a crazy watch, crazy weather and a pulsometer scale. A pulsometer scale, and I will show you a watch and pulsometer scale in the lightbox in a second. But first, why Makina watches? Why Makina watches? Why is this watch here? Easy explanation. I think some viewers have seen my 5 Freaks videos where I speak about my weakness for crazy watches. I know mostly I'm here a bit more conservative, but sometimes you need something beyond normal. And so they said, check out Makina watches. And I did, and I sent an email to the founder, Danilo. I'm very sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that name correctly. And I said to him, look, this is not a business proposal. This is not a sponsored video. I don't do sponsored videos, but I'm a fan and I'd love to see this watch here in the studio. And he said, yeah, okay, but please mention that we have a Father's Day package of this watch, okay? This is our little deal then, because very expensive to ship watches around the globe for free, and so yeah, and so I will happily do this. What I have here is the Makina Uriel III Gun metal Father's Day package. And this is a sporty but at the same time dressy watch, because Danilo explained to me that he's a big Panerai fan, and you can see this here. And now one little complaint before we go on the light box. We have 34 degrees Celsius. Here, that's why your host is a bit irregular dressed today. 34 is for northern Germany, I would say the maximum, and I think it would fit better the Philippines where Makina is located. And now let's go in the light box. Okay, here we are with the Makina Uriel III Gun metal, and this is the Father's Day edition, International Father's Day, June the 20th. And yeah, I was a bit surprised when I saw this massive box here. Look at this. Here we have a piece of ordnance, I thought, and then I tried to open it, and it took some time, but now I'm able to open this thing here. Well, there you are. There we have it. I've never seen a packaging like that, to be honest. This is a card, not important for us now. And here you have the watch. And the company warned me it's big, but it measures 40 millimeters. The case diameter is 40, believe it or not, and so it's pretty contemporary. But you see, the case form is massive, and so it wears big. I will show you the watch on my wrist, of course. And so let's start with the measurements. As mentioned, 40 is the case diameter, but it's a bit misleading because you see those elements here attached to the case, and this gives us a length overall of 53 millimeters, and this, of course, is a massive watch. The lug width is 22, and the thickness is 13. This is a sweet spot. It's not very thick. We have a polished steel case, we have a polished bezel, and the dial is made of brass dial, created in several layers with very unusual numerals. See this? And a pulsation scale. But first let's carry on with the other ingredients. It has a screw-down crown, comes on a rubber strap, exhibition case back. Let me show you this. And inside you see a Miyota movement there, see-through caseback. And this is the Miyota 8L1A. The watch comes with a sapphire crystal, anti-reflective, and is waterproof to 50 meters. And what caught my attention first was the case form, because this is very unusual and this is not the regular micro-brand stuff. I mean, sometimes you really see one case on watches from 3 different micro brands, and this is a bit boring and lazy, and so I was very pleased when I saw this. And it reminded me a bit of Panerai, yes, but also of car design. Those curves here and the glossy finish, and very interesting look. And this together with the dial color, although I could imagine that this with a more spectacular dial color is even more present on the wrist. But here you have a very interesting tone, very interesting sunburst effect, and this together with those numerals and the pulsation scale. And so yeah, very interesting to look at. The crown is a bit small, I must say. You have a screw down crown and sometimes it can be hard to operate it. Now it goes with ease, but this is a demonstration effect, I think. Sometimes it's hard to operate it a bit, or maybe I'm too picky here. No, it's fine, but with wet fingers it's a bit problematic. And this particular movement has a ghost position, so it's built for a date, but you don't have a date here. And there you are. Absolutely no problem, feels good, feels intact, and so let's close it again. What is a bit strange that it's waterproof only up to 50 meters with a screw down crown. I don't know why, to be honest. Maybe the reasons are those joints here in this custom made case, but this is speculation. This is speculation. Okay, and now let's discuss the main function here. You see two scales, on the right one and one on the left, from 30 to 200, and this is the pulse, okay? And these scales are designed for 15 beats. And so what you want to do is you wait until the second hand is on 12 or on 6. You can use both scales independently. And then you count 15 beats of your pulse, and then you can read the number. So let's make a demonstration. I feel my pulse here, and now I wait until the second hand is on position 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And there we are. So very relaxed around 80. And this is how you use this scale. And the reason for the two scales, that you have two independent scales, is that the doctor or that you don't have to wait an entire circle until you can start with your measurements. And of course, this is not only interesting for doctors, it can be interesting for athletes. If you do your workout and you want to check your pulse, then this watch is absolutely capable to do the job. And so basically this function is a bit like a chronograph with a tachymeter scale, except the fact that you don't have pushes here, you have to wait a bit. But as mentioned, that's why you have two scales and 2 points to start your measurement. And here you see the watch on my 17 centimeter wrist, and you see massive, absolutely massive and pretty dominant, and really makes an impression. But you see also that this has a very distinctive and interesting look. If you see the light on the numerals and on the dial especially, and on those nice curves here. Very cool watch, I must say, but of course it would be better looking on a gentleman with larger wrists. And so overall, very interesting watch with a unique look, a unique function, and so I'm very happy that I had the chance to examine it here in detail and wear it a bit. Keyword availability, it should be in the shop right now, Makina Watches, and the price is $500 US. The edition is limited to 500 pieces, so not exactly a rare watch for a micro brand, but yeah, I'd like to mention that. And the price for me is pretty much in order. I know that you guys, or a lot of you guys, are very critic with prices, and I see the point absolutely when it comes to micro brands that use generic cases, generic hands, and everything is generic except the logo. And this is kind of boring, of course, but here I have to give them that the case is pretty much custom made. The hands not necessarily, but the dial absolutely, and with those scales here and the crown, and so you can buy here something pretty unique, I think. Something that really stands out, and so in my eyes the price is in order. Okay, welcome back. My last job here is to return this watch. I will do this tomorrow. So Makina Watches, thank you very much for lending me this piece here. And dear viewer, if you want to see other crazy watches here on the channel, then please write to caseback@icloud.com. Sometimes it is really possible. And if you want to have your sneak previews, then please join me on Instagram. It's caseback_Tim. And now let me thank you very much for your attention, and until next time.